creating a form. You will select this folder that you would like to house the data that you obtained from your form, and then you click Create. So click Form, and then when it opens, it'll ask you to select a template. There are lots of them. I like Espresso because it's pretty mellow. You'll give it a title, and then you'll select different question types. Multiple choice is very straightforward, exactly what you anticipate. Students, teachers, parents, they can select whichever option best fits the answer. I always mark required questions so that I will get an answer to every question that I put into a survey. The other question types are text, which are short answer, usually under 150 characters. Paragraph text, which are longer paragraph answers. Check boxes allow them to select all answers that apply to them. Choosing from a list, similar, but the options are numbered. A scale allows people to rate the item in question on a scale of 1 to whatever you select. And the grid provides those same options in a grid format. You can select any combination of these question types. You can duplicate a question by selecting duplicate. If you need to go back and edit, you click edit. If you need to delete, the trash can is delete. You can reorder the questions by dragging and dropping the questions to put them in new orders. When you have gone through all the question options, you may find that you need to use another format. There's another option called Go To Page Based on Answer, and the way this functions is it customizes your survey based on the survey taker's answers. For example, in my chorus shirt form this year, when you went through the whole survey, the last question was, would you like to order additional shirts? If your answer was yes to this question, it took you to a page that offered you additional shirt sizes before asking you how you were going to pay and allowing you to submit. If your answer to that question was no, then it took you directly to the page that asked you how to pay and let you submit. This option lets you eliminate unnecessary questions and some confusion for your survey takers. When you've completed it, you might want to view it in its trial form. You click View Live Form. This is what your survey takers will see. It will show you exactly how it will appear to them online. If you look at this and realize that you've left out a question, or you need to edit something, or you'd like to clarify something, you can simply go to the top and click Edit and return to the form and make whatever edits are necessary. You can repeat this process as many times as needed to get the survey that you'd like. When you're done, you click Send Form. You have several options for how you can send this form. You can send a link right here that will go to anybody anywhere, and they'll be able to view the live form exactly the way it appeared to you. If you have all of these people entered into your Google Contacts, you can enter the contact group and send it. Now, unlike on Google Drive, where only Google users can view the documents that you share on Google Drive, anybody with any email address anywhere can take a form if you've made that form public, which they do default to public. Then you would click Send and send it out. The third option, which I find to be the most streamlined, is to embed the form within your wiki space or your web page. You'll copy this HTML and then you'll paste it into the HTML editor in your wiki space or your website. By doing that, it embeds the form in the page, and the parents just go to the normal website that they would go to access your school information, and they'll see that form. Here are some options for forms that I've used this year to give you an idea of how they can be used. For the All-City Chorus, the registration form looked like this. It's exactly the type of form that you would have handed out on paper, asking for student name, teacher name, school, voice part, grade level, and student contact information. The teacher typed this stuff in, clicked submit, and repeated the process as many times as they had students. What the difference was is that instead of a member of the All-City Committee entering all 229 student contact forms, they auto-populated this spreadsheet. I've collapsed the columns that hold the student last name and student contact information for privacy reasons, but when the form is fully expanded, it's very easy to read. It took the information that we likely would have inserted into an Excel spreadsheet to begin with, and it filled in all of these fields for us. Each individual question on the form gets its own column, and that applicant's answer is put into that column. Another way to use it was, like I said, for my shirt orders. They took those answers and put them into this spreadsheet. I forwarded this spreadsheet to my t-shirt guy, and he printed all my shirts for me. And for the first time ever, I did not mess up my t-shirt order. For my formative evaluations this year, I used the Likert scale option and asked parents questions about the chorus program, communication from home, and use of the website. And their answers were populated into this spreadsheet. In a time when people ask us for hard data on almost everything we do, services like this make it much easier to provide those numbers without spending a lot of additional time. I was able to use the mathematical functions provided by the spreadsheet, and I was able to average the ratings of the parents for each of the questions that I asked them. This provided me the hard data that was required without spending any extra time. This service will simplify your paperwork process, if not eliminate it entirely, and it provides you a place to store that data without risk of losing it.